Hello there. How we doing today, everybody? Now, I thought about it, slept on it, and decided, you know what, we're going Painting World today. I was thinking maybe we should continue with Profane Capital, but nah. I think we've already dipped our toes in enough for the time being. Let's get started on the DLC. That's gonna be fun to dive to. Yeah, we have to go to Cathedral first. Yeah. Let us see. Where is Gale? There you are.
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, please bear witness to our resolve. Fire for Ariandel. Fire for Ariandel. And the ash to kindle flame.
You done there? There we go. So, as we mentioned previously, he's praying to the Mother of the Forlorn, referring to the statue of Keitha, i.e. Velka. This is the first hint that the DLC, of course, is dealing with the painting world, assuming that you somehow did not pay attention whatsoever to the marketing or what you were purchasing. Yeah, nothing else of relevance here. They are looking for, well, Gale, I should say, specifically, is looking for quote-unquote ashes. The idea being for him is that there's some sort of, I guess you could say prophecy, that with 2 ashes, a fire will light. Now we'll see what's going on there.
Wait, you've the same scent as that woman. Then you must be an Ashen One. You must be. Oh.
He's extremely happy. He's found his other ash.
You don't know how long I've searched.
You'd think it wouldn't be hard to find ashes here in Lothric, considering that you could just go to Firelink Shrine like everyone else apparently does, but c'est la vie. We have to have a reason to come here somehow.
Oh, don't mind me. Didn't mean to fall apart. Now, Ashen One, I have a kindness to ask of you. My lady lives in the cold land of Ariandel. I need you to show her flame. A proper flame that will burn the rot away. If you truly are ash, then it must be fire that you seek.
I think we'll refuse for now.
Oh, are you certain of that? Hogwash, hogwash. What ash does not seek fire?
He is not happy with that. Now, we will, if I recall correctly, this should be fine.
What in... Well, I suppose you are ash. Yes, of course. As all ash should be.
Want your heat, old man, but apparently I can't hit you.
What in blazes? Yes, of course. As all ash should be. If you truly are ash, you will seek fire. To set...
Yeah. Now, if we reload this area, if I recall correctly, our boyo will be back. Oh, right. So before that, let's go talk to Yuria. Now, we started this stream on her because we recently freed her from confinement. She was apparently being sexually abused by the lead prisoner. That was supposed to, again, keep the others in line, which basically meant he had free reign to have, gather up a posse and do whatever they willed with her. Now, she's a witch, so most in society probably won't have sympathy for her, which is why she is so surprised and somewhat touched by our actions.
Ah, there you are. As I said, I am Carla, and am grateful to you. Now, what shall we do? The only thing that might interest you is my sorcery. Although my dark arts are a detestable sort, that wouldn't interest you, would it?
No, I'd love it. I've been made king of
You're a
the
wicked one,
dark people,
aren't
if you
you?
haven't known.
Very well. Humans are of the dark, and you are no different.
Yada, yada, yada.
Some may avert their eyes, but the truth remains the truth.
Yeah,
Be
third
careful,
game
though.
on this lady. Keep on,
Few
let's go.
humans are privy to this knowledge.
Not
Let
if you
it be
play
a
these
secret
games.
kept between you and I.
Okay, now. Got Pyromancy Tome, Divine Tome. Now we have this idea of a forbidden dark sorcery. Passed from mother to daughter, this blade was intended for both protection as a means for taking one's own life. The young girl never swung it more than once. So there is this idea of of Carla presumably having used this blade either to attempt suicide or potentially to have committed assisted suicide for her mother. So, interesting detail there. Also, of course, Affinity, getting us that normal mana spell that we also love. The dark, the dark being practiced by certain women that in covens, out in forests, in other remote places. Classical witches' behavior sort of being appropriated for the Dark Souls setting. Nothing too much to talk about there that we can't rehash with past games. So let's see. Do we want to give her anything yet? Well, first let's...
There is one thing that you should know.
Yes?
There is a darkness within man, and I am afraid you will peer
You
into
just
it.
told me this!
Whether the fear will spark self-reflection or a ruinous nostalgia is up to you entirely. Fear not. Your choice will bring you no scorn.
Now this is again making the point of how the dark has a nature to it, but of course, we are men, and we can decide how and in what way we embrace that nature. So, exactly how we approach using her dark arts or dealing with the own dark within us is of course a central theme, much like how Cornix over there gives us the theme of that we should be suspicious of fire and not just wholeheartedly embrace it. Now, let's make the reference.
Oh, a pyromancy tome, have we? Quelana, Witch of Izalith. Well, this is a fascinating pyromancy. Very well. If this is your wish, I will unravel the thing the best I can. Besides, it will be nice to play master for once.
One sec.
There is one thing that...
Oh no, you're not gonna. Yeah, I want this. I want my rapport. Let's see though. Give her another one.
Oh, another pyromancy tome, have we? And one that resonates with the dark. Yes, well suited to me. I may be a heretical sorcerer, but you bring me nothing but pyromancies. fiendish little lad, you.
See, she cannot be so dour all the time. She can crack a joke. So now we get some dark pyromancies from Karthus. Yeah, nothing really crazy because they're pretty basic, all things considered. Then, of course, we have the pyromancies that, again, these aren't dark related, but she's teaching them to us because, again, we're her savior. And we're basically like, hey, only women can apparently understand these. So can you decode the book and teach it to us? And then we'll deal with the tomes later, because I think I want to go the corrupted route with Irina. Let's see.
There is one.
Yeah, no. I was hoping for the reference. Alright. So, Grey Rat's going to be saved. So we just need to kill a boss. And then, yeah. Let's go back to Gale. Now, hopefully refusing didn't mess this up, but we should be able to see that he is perfectly fine and still alive, even though we have quote-unquote killed him.
Fire.
Yeah, there we go.
From Ariander.
Blah, blah, blah.
Dear me, why would you do such a thing? Dreadful Ash, through and through. My lady lives in the cold land of Ariandel. I need you to show her flame, a proper flame that will burn the rot away. You will thank me when it's done.
Yeah, we'll...
Oh, Hog.
Yeah. Now, if I recall correctly in the Japanese script, he actually mentions that he's kind of used to this. So again, this is a first hint that not only is Gale undead, he's an undead who has died several times before, and yet he is not hollow quite yet. Quite the resilient little lad compared to most. Interesting to see how that plays out. Now,
As any act, my lady,
yeah.
you.
Now let's accept.
Thank you. They of Ash never fail.
I failed you like 3 times.
Just a moment, then.
Pulls out a scrap of the painting.
Of Ariandel. Well, rotted scrap of it, that is. Go on. Take it.
Now we can see a little bit, of course, of the blood stains on it, but it's obviously still just a scrap, and it's hard to say what the full picture would look like. But like always, getting too close leads to us being dragged in. Convenient that him touching it doesn't drag him into the dimension, though. Funny how it all works.
And then the ashes were too.
Well, now he's fulfilled his... He's all happy. He's fulfilled his end of the prophecy. And we end up in a random part of the painting. We have a friend. Hey, buddy. As we can see, this is one of the Corvians from the outside. So again, we will see how the Corvians are distinguished based on those who've been in the painting for a long time and lived a possibly descendants of other Corvians versus those who are new converts to the painting's way of Velka and have only started their transformation into crows.
Have you just arrived?
Correct.
How very unusual. Just how long has it been?
You've been waiting here for
Rejoice,
people?
my new friend. For this is a true haven of the forlorn.
Oh, is
The
it?
cold and gentle painted world of Ariandel.
Oh.
Quick, go along. Find one for yourself. A sweetly rotting bed to lie upon.
I don't know, man. Kind of looks gross.
Yes, of course. You're no exception. We've all seen terrible things. But you're safe now. let it ease your burden. Ariandel will make a fine home for you. So, go on ahead. Find one for yourself. A sweetly rotting bed to lie upon.
So the point being made, of course, is that Ariandel is a place for outcasts, much like Ariamis in Dark Souls 1. The entire point of this NPC, of course, is not only to introduce these concepts and remind Dark Souls 1 players of the idea of the detested, the undesirables, the forlorn, as they're called here. These quote-unquote abominations to society have no place to belong, so they find a home here in the painting. As we can see, though, the painting is rotting. We can see these wormy-like vermin here. Similar to the... Oh! Yeah. Similar to the... Oh, gosh. There we go. Don't glitch out on me, computer. And then these growths here. I'm not sure if these are supposed to be something analogous to real life. Anyone has any ideas, feel free to pitch in. The point, of course, being, though, that there is a rot spreading in the painting that was not present in Ariamis. Now, do we have a staff? Yeah, we do. So again, as I talked about before, this staff could release flame, but its skill and one of its abilities that the Corvian storytellers also use is, of course, to release these poisonous spores. And it gives us the idea that there are parasites that exist in the staff. And again, we see the same idea in the actual painting. The idea that the rot was foreshadowed when the game first came out, and then finally the DLC delivers on this promise. Now, we see next to our Corvian friend, someone else. Now, this corpse model is used only once in the base game. And we'll talk about that corpse when we get to it. But what's unique about it, of course, is besides the pose, is the fact that the corpse is smiling. This, of course, gives the added bonus that despite the character obviously dying, there at least seems to have some peace with their death compared to most other corpses that we see, which are at best neutral. Now, what is this person all happy about? Well, has some Rhine Blue moss clumps. The reason why this is, of course, notable is that it is proof that they are in the cold of the painting, so this is, again, another outcast who has finally reached the place to belong, so even if they freeze to death in this cave, they're happy. Notice also this cave has a bunch of different, like, bones and stuff. It's hard to say if our Corvian friend has been eating them, or if this is supposed to be some other animal that, you know, was living in this cave, like a bear or something. Suffice to say, we leave. Yeah, you have to be endgame, but we're gonna do this mid-game because I'm a masochist, I guess. As we can see, as soon as we enter Ariandel, it's much more open compared to Ariamis. Again, Ariamis was pretty much limited to the prison facility that was being used for the undesirables originally. We also, of course, see this species of tree. These are referred to as white tree women in the Japanese version, at least. As we can see, they have a very feminine shape for the upper body. The bottom, of course, looks like a normal tree. Now, it's hard to see because of the way that their quote-unquote hair is positioned, but they do, in fact, have faces with mouths, and they can quote-unquote breathe. Now, many of them are seemingly blend in with the regular trees. They don't want to bug us. But there are, of course, tree women like this who may not be the same. Now, what's interesting to note here is the idea that they are, their branches at the tip are releasing flame. And, of course, it's not burning them. This gives the implication that their body is essentially somehow processing the power of fire and then sort of releasing it almost like an exhaust. It's more obvious in concept art because we can see how the bottom of these trees have like red streaks going up them that somewhat glow, giving again the impression that heat in the earth is being drawn up, filtered through their body, presumably to help them stay warm in this climate, and of course then come out at the tips of their branches. Now, as for the reason for why they're shaped as women, again, ooh, we gotta look at the Faron followers. Hey, buddy, come over. Come on. Oh, turn on the HUD time. I don't know if I should be half naked while in this snow, but we'll manage. Hoping to do a little more damage. Might be time for me to invest in my intelligence stat again. Anyway, as I was saying, the reason for why these are shaped like women, again, recall that the painting world is again home for those who don't belong in the normal world. Now, we have seen humanoid trees before. Dark Souls 1 had the tree men. Dark Souls 2 had the quote-unquote giants for its setting. The point being is that you would have these entities which at least resembled or happened to have a convergent evolution toward the humanoid form as we see in the animal kingdom. But it seemed to be no more than that. They were still ultimately plants. These tree women, however, are a little bit more than that, as we will see hopefully shortly as we continue slaying. Ooh. As we can see here, the Faron followers are patrolling. Now, the Japanese refers to them more as like a type of spirit. I translate it as revenant. The idea being is that they, almost like as if, whenever an Abyss Watcher was afflicted by the Abyss, which is, again, why these enemies exist, to fill that little plot hole, there was always a question of, okay, if the Abyss Watchers can't kill themselves, then how in the world are they supposed to put each other down when they become among the afflicted with which they're trying to, well, among the abominations they're trying to kill, right? So it's like, okay, I've been corrupted by the Abyss, what do? Well, the answer to that is that, okay, these separate fighting forces will follow behind them, and these, like, quote-unquote revenants sort of coming to drag you into the world of the dead, they will come in, surround the corrupted Abyss Watcher, and before they lose all their humanity, they will be put down in a type of funeral service. Again, the Abyss Watchers have everything in their items, though we haven't really harped on it. Revolves around practicality, how to very efficiently be strong, fast, agile, and straightforwardly get rid of the enemy. So they create this efficient little system, so that way they can continue doing their job without becoming part of the problem. Now, as we can see here, there is this giant insect feasting on a corpse over here among the rot. Gives us the first idea of some of these insects in the painting when they're presumably mature. The idea being that they sort of spontaneously generate out of the land that is rotting and forming this, all this disgusting rot. Now, as we can see here, we get a corpse with a poison gem here. So immediately we're associating the rot as a kind of poison that is ailing the painting. Again, really trying to get across a key message here. More of these Faron followers. Now, obviously, when Faron collapsed... Oh. That did not go well. Now, when these Faron followers essentially lost their purpose for being, instead of helping out, like, with the whole lycanthrope problem, again, it's possible... Oh. Our buddy here is all happy about that. Are you dead yet? No.
Quick.
Yeah, okay. So this guy's all happy. He finally has a place to belong, even if it's rotten. But as for the Faron followers, they lost their place to belong when Faron essentially collapsed. Instead of helping out, they apparently decided, okay, we're just gonna wander. There we go. Yeah, not that bad. They decided they would wander as the outside of Faron Forest, and eventually they ended up in the Painting World. Okay, no more distractions. They use fire to help deal with the Abyss, because of course they would. This torch will also make a point that that had been, of course, the method since ancient times for dealing with the pus of man. Again, makes sense. We have seen how fire works against the dark, and including when it comes in viscous form, so... Oh. There we go. Oh! There we are. Wow, lots of boots. You guys got anything else? As we can see now, they patrol as hollows, so they're kind of another threat, like the wildlife. Why they didn't integrate in society is a bit hard to say, though it's possible they would just rather, just sort of continually wander, lost without a purpose, rather than find a new one in the painting with everyone else. Now, as we know here, this corpse will collapse on us. Oh yeah, Salonta falls, ends up there. Now we can see, of course, some of the Faron followers here dead. Evidently due to the wolves that are lurking in this part of the forest. Call in your buddies. As we can see, some of the tree women now start attacking. They use we can clearly see they're able to manipulate the fire, so again, gives this idea that it is part of some process natural to their evolution. Oh. Oh boy. Burge. Yeah, I don't think we need to two-hand for them. As we can see, the tree women attack. Can you attack? Lady? No. No. Nope. If that's how you're gonna be, can't play nice. Now, obviously, the fact that these are white trees brings... Oh! Oh no! Is it because I said white? Because these are white trees, this of course brings to mind the white trees of Ulasil, which will be relevant for later. It's quite possible that this aspect of their species evolved after they entered the painting, considering that it's cold, and again, other reasons that will become clear shortly. Yeah, I think there's no point in two-handing against you. What? That was unfortunate for you, buddy. I can backstab him. Boy, is that backstab weak, though. And now we shall... Come on. Ah, dang. Oh, I screwed up. That lock-on really messed me up. I thought I could free aim it, and no, I couldn't. I get the feeling this is going to happen a few times before we get to the next, next bonfire, but... Boyos, don't make me have to skip you. Hey, bud. Gotta play the wolf game now and pick him off. Oh, darn. No luck, though. I'm not a wolf. I'm no Abyss Watcher. We're gonna have to get used to that, I feel. Alright, we've dealt with these guys enough. I'm running through to the new... Oh. See ya! Trees. Wolves. Oh. Alright, there we go. We'll handle this from behind. Go away. No one likes you. Now, back to where we were going. It is, of course, interesting to note that wolves are, in fact, in the painting, even though there seems to be nothing wrong with them. So how this species managed to find their way in here is an interesting thought process to go through in and of itself. As we can see, Buddy here did not want to die this way. Has some black fire bombs. Presumably he was trying to deal with the trees. And instead, that happened. Where again, they sort of just breathe out. There we go. Oh boy. I don't know how that didn't pick me up, but okay. Again, as we can see, they don't just act like, they don't just look like trees, they also sound and act like them. I mean, sorry, they don't just look like women, they sound and act like them, instead of rather than like what we see with the tree men in Dark Souls 1, where they are quite clearly plants. Now we can see again more of these corruption, but we just picked up from these human pine resin. This is, of course, a curious detail, as it tells us that either this product is ultimately derived from the dark, or it's because they are eating all the people that with it comes some of the viscous fluids of the dark. But again, there's plenty of stuff that eats mankind that we see, like, say, the hollow dogs, and they don't drop this resin, so I think it's the former. We also, of course, get Frozen Weapon, first confirmation that Sullivan comes from the painting world. The importance of this is obvious in that he learned, we saw a bunch of cold magic in Irithyll. This cold sorcery, however, seems to not come from just living in Irithyll. It is a product of, presumably, Sullivan teaching it, the Pontiff teaching it to his knights. There's also the... Yes. There's also the implication that Sullivan has a liking for coating swords in the cold, which again is fits with what we see with the boss and his preferred catalyst for sorcery. Oh. There we go. Much easier when we don't have to worry about the followers first. Oh! I did not see that grab. Oh no! I got breathed on! Bree! Yeah, don't care about this. Nope. But that missed? Oh. You're shielding yourself, it seems. Ah. So much frostbite. Again, the way that they belch this cold, again, further reinforces this idea that they are trying to expel the cold by drawing up heat through their roots that is in the land. Now, how am I doing so little damage with the... Is it because it's from the front? I guess that's the point of the hair. Let's do a little test. Oh, darn it. Can't do it if I don't have FP. Give me my focus! Give me my mental energy! Yeah, okay, it works. But then here... Come on. Might just be the branches, it's hard to tell. Again, more cold. Nothing special. Ah, darn it. Waste of pyromancy. But yeah, I'm probably gonna up my intelligence stat here. Pyromancy seems like it'll be most useful going forward. Yeah, okay, that definitely just hit the branch, so there's just different damage numbers on that. plan is not working. There we go. Much better. Better plan. Oh my god, I need to stop trying to free aim when it doesn't lock on! There we go. Woo! Hey, Eridan. Good to see you. How's it going? As you can see, I am trying to do an endgame area mid-game. And it's working out just about what you'd expect. Oh. Yeah, I gotta dump it into my intelligence. Pyromancy's way better here than anything I can do with my sword right now. Hopefully I can get the Twinkling Titanite to upgrade it, though. Now again, not too much stuff to say about the forest itself, it's just the surrounding wilderness. Interesting, of course, we get a rusted coin here. Oh! That was, fun. Oh. Oh, dang, I didn't want that third swing to go off. Whoopsie. Listen, that was your fault, buddy. Where are you all coming from? Oh, thank God, both. I got him on the back end there, too. That was taking forever! Haha, good luck to you. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, pray for me. I've got quite the road ahead of me. As we can see, we have this wolf watching over. He seems to be the wolf pack leader in a sense. Go away. We are making progress, though. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm not crazy. I was like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna screw me over when I go forward. I am not taking any chances here. Now we got this giant war party up here. Large Soul of Unknown Traveler. Oh! I thought I could just strafe it. I could not. I guess we're coming here later. Now, this might be a good time to re-strategize. Yeah, we're gonna remove the Pyromancy for the time being, because we're going to now deal my stealth run. Hidden body. Yeah, we could do some basic Pyromancy if we wanted to. We don't need Cast Light here, so we'll just go with Oral Decoy just in case. And then... don't need this Pyromancy ring now. Where's my Slumbering? There you are. And then we don't need to shorten spell time. Extend the length of spell effects. You're not going to worry about rolling here, so just get the basic sorcerer staff will do. Alright. Time to begin the stealth run. Doop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Very, very quiet. Oh, no. No alerting your friends. We don't do that here. Sorry, ladies. I don't like trees. Oh. Unless they give me pyromancy. And assassinated. Come. That was not as clean as I was hoping for, but we will make it work. They don't know what hit them. There we go. And die. Oh. Now this circles us back here. Dang it. Yeah, when backstabs aren't even one-shotting these guys, pyromancy's definitely the way to go. Nope. What? That's the first time I've ever seen backstabs fail like that. That's a, oh, that's an experience and a half. I hit a tree. I really do hate trees, huh? The fat rolling, it hurts! There we go. It hurts! It hurts my soul. Yeah, okay, you know what? Yeah, but keep on backing up. Yeah, back it up, you. He's like, must have been the wind. Yes, I'm just a very blustery wind. Pay me no mind. gonna deal with the wolves so we don't have to worry about any interruptions with Big Wolfy Boy. Yeah, we still got 6 Estus on him. So this will... Oh, that didn't track. Okay. Why you gotta do that to me? Run. Run, run, run. Curses! Dogs have noses! They don't need their eyes! Oh. I think we're back where we started. With my souls over here. Ah! The fat rolling, it hurts. I gotta take off armor, unfortunately. Unfortunately, gotta do it. I gotta go full nude. I can't deal with all the wolves while fat rolling. All this just so we can get to a optional area over there. But that is the... Oh. There we go. You do not see me, trees. Ah, no, I'm gonna die. Yeah. There goes 18k souls. Should have just stealth past everything, grabbed the souls, then worried about the wolves. But no, greed. Okay, so we can actually get some content done here before our hours are up. Let's take a quick look at our surroundings up ahead. There's the Corvian village. Around there should be the entrance to the crypt, which lies beneath the chapel here. Now, as we can see, there's a big tower where a bell could be. There's another potential spot for a bell tower over there, though it's a little less convenient. We see, of course, the classic suspension bridge. This will be useful because this chapel will somewhat serve as a stand-in for the prison temple back in Ariamis. Again, as always, you see all the crows circling around, very Velka-y. We also see, of course, the Corvians, who are newcomers to the painting world, coming and praying, wanting access. You can see that there's been quite a bit of force happening here to break through the gates, as it were. Let's see if I can... As we can see, there are some statue figures here, though it's hard to tell what exactly they are showing. Anyone who could look at the game files that can give me a closer look at that, I would appreciate it. We can, of course, hear Father Ariandel whipping himself to draw blood. We also, of course, see this interesting, unique image of snakes twisting around what looks to be some kind of tree or something of that nature. A staff, maybe. This should be noted for later. Again, Hollow Gem, foreshadowing who we're dealing with. Londor. Here is Wilhelm.
You're Lady Uria's Lord of Hollows. No bell tolls, and yet You've slipped into the painting. Oh, no matter. If you've lost your way, the words of Lady Frida will guide you.
Okay, good.
Now, go on inside, show respect, and listen carefully.
Mate, your, cape is sorta glitching out.
What's keeping you? Go on. Right inside. Show respect, and let Lady Frida speak to you. What's keeping you?
Yeah,
Show
yeah,
it.
yeah. Now, Wilhelm is basically waiting outside the door for us, but he's not actually physically here, as shown
Why, you miserable mad holler.
by this. He's some sort
What is
of...
Lady Uria thinking?
He's some sort of, cold illusion. As we see later, the real him is over in the Corvian village. But he's projecting some sort of, clone, similar to what we see with, Dark Souls 2's, Firekeeper, the Emerald Herald. Now we will enter the chapel. As we can see, the area has some fancy chairs, tables, all that. There's this entrance to the crypt that we cannot access yet. We have to go through kind of a back doorway in order to get in. There are all these pictures of a woman dressed like a nun in white with a clean face. Now, this has been commonly interpreted to be Frida, obviously taking artistic license because she has a scar on her face, and at least currently she is not wearing pure white. But there is, of course, this propaganda image being presented of her as this pure, good, clean, photogenic lady. As we climb this ladder, we head up to the Painter's Croft. In, again, the towering area. So we can see all the different painting materials here. Canvas papers, all that. It's clear the idea was that she was working here, though she is no longer here at the moment. Hola! Good to see you, Roos. This is, of course, Elfrida.
Welcome to the painted world of Ariandel. I am Frida.
It's
I
Ariandel.
have long stood beside our blessed Father and the rest of the forlorn.
Uh-huh.
But forlorn thou seemeth not, Lord of Hollows. I know not the missteps which led thee to this painted world, but thy duty is all, and thy duty lieth elsewhere. Return from whence thou camest. I presume it visible to thee? The bonfire here in this room. A meek and faded thing, but 'twill guide thee nonetheless.
So, several things, of course. Much like Wilhelm, Elfrida comes from Londor, so she, of course, knows about the Lord of Hollows thing already. Apparently, she could just tell that we're oozing darkness from our Bayek, our little dark sign. With this also comes the revelation that she has been here for a while, not at Londor. There is, in fact, a bonfire in this room. It's one of the few cases where we can absolutely confirm that this is not just gameplay. There is, in fact, a real, genuine bonfire in this chapel. She wants us to use it to leave because apparently ashes are supposed to only come when the bell tolls. So there seems to be some system similar to what we see at Firelink where a bell tolls, ashes awaken, etc. There seems to be something where it's like, okay, we've got to announce or pronounce that an ash is coming in and fulfill this, again, prophecy that Gale is referencing that needs to occur. As we can see here, aside from hearing the good father whip himself, we see the statue of Velka from Dark Souls 1's Ariamis. This is likely the very same statue, considering that it seems to be the only one of its kind here. And it has been defaced. Cute little Priscilla and Mommy. Now, historically, defacing statues has been a means to humiliate the god who is being defaced, to show the powerlessness of the idol to the other culture that has been conquered or subjugated or just being ravaged. So the fact that we see this gives us a hint that despite the propaganda that Frida is projecting, this isn't just a good little Velka worshipping cult in painting dimension. Now, I'm not too concerned. Not there. Actually, wait. Because I think Wilhelm will come back if we rest, so let's do that. Oh, yes, that reminds me.
Ah, yes. There is a thing thou shouldst by rights possess.
Uh-huh.
A remembrance of this cold world for the great Lord of Londor. May it help thee bear thy duty.
Again, another one of our store's bite rings. This one's one we've never seen before for Chill. Obviously, the status only exists in this game, but we can kind of infer that presumably these are just more rings, items of rings that our store made or invented. Or at the very least, people who came after him certainly would. The point being, of course, is that it further connects, of course, Londor and Velka.
Now, return from whence thou camest.
Who, as you may recall, these rings are supposed to be in Karim, where Velka, as Keitha, is currently in charge. Again, similar to what we saw with Londor being associated with the clutch rings that were also originally, of course, associated with Velka. So we've got our lovely goddess on both sides of the equation.
Now, return from whence thou camest.
Yeah, okay. Nothing interesting from you. Wilhelm, you back? Nope. Gotta... Gotta reset things. How may I be of service? Yes, yes, yes. Anything interesting in terms of items? No, we've talked about most of the good stuff, so... we don't have to worry about you. We have to start getting to corrupting Irina.
It is good, wasn't it?
Restus, a lot. No, this is fine. Yeah, until I can deal with, until I can upgrade this sword, I just don't think it's going to be worth it for the stats we're dumping in. Ariandel... Yeah, under Ariandel Chapel. Well, now that I'm naked, I should hopefully be able to... I should hopefully be able to stealth past everything. There you are.
Lady Frida has spoken, has she not?
Yeah.
Then tarry no longer and be gone. Carry on. For Lady Yuria and for Londor.
Uh-huh.
There is one thing inside the cold painting. Curiosity could be your cross. Stray from the withering flame, and the snow will swallow you whole.
Basically just warning us not to go off the beaten path, just go home, don't deal with us, don't play the DLC.
Why, you miserable...
Yeah. Well, you're bothered. Now that we've gotten what we want from Frida, we can show that she too is not physically present. She is also some kind of cold ghost projection with magic. Where she is not obvious, because as we know, she will later show up for the boss fight, and even at that point, right before the boss fight, she's still just this illusion. So there does seem to be this impression that she has just gone elsewhere, apparently, and she's just gonna rush back as soon as we open the way here. Yeah, have fun, you guys. As we can see, there is a kind of watchtower over here. We will see more of these ruins, of course, if we can ever get through that goddamn snowfield. I want to go through the snowfield because I definitely don't want to go through the lower reaches quite yet. That's an accident waiting to happen. Well, we're gonna listen to Wilhelm and not... Oh wait, actually we should rest there just so that way our respawn... I somehow get the feeling I'm gonna die again. Just call it a hunch. Honestly, if we're gonna take that off, you know what, it'll happen if I die. I'll take off Oral Decoy and put on Fireball, just so I have something pyromancy related to use. I don't think we're gonna need it, though. Yes, yes, yes. It's just the wind, ladies. Pay it no mind. Think we should be good on that front. Let's... I could see you ladies causing me trouble with the wolf later, so we'll deal with you. Alright, that should give us plenty of space down here, so let's just clear out the wolves. This incredibly shallow... Like, look at this thing. How does nature even form something this thin and fragile? It almost feels like it was designed as a trap first. No. Worth noting that not everywhere is pure snow. There is, in fact, actual ground here. Finally, free aim worked. Come on. Come on, buddies. Oh, wrong? Wrong! That was the wrong Estus. That could have ended disastrously. Oh, stamina, please. There we go. Okay. Went pretty well, all things considered. See that tower again all the way over in the background there. Gives a clear view that we are able to see everything. Now, what to do about you? I have no pyromancy, so... Like, oh no, you do have friends. I did not get rid of them all, but hopefully that's the last one. Oh gosh, this is... Yeah, this is gonna be rough. I need some pyromancy to deal with this guy. Oral decoy is not serving me here. There's nothing to distract. In fact, for the, you know what? I think 5 is still good. The problem is just making sure we get enough, out of the stealthing. There we go. Actually, I can put on some equipment so I at least have a chest piece, considering how defense works in this game. Then I can at least have something. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. What is the coolest lore moment of this area? I think it is... God, that's hard because there's quite a few. Because I like the stuff with what they do with the Ariandel Library. I like what they do with the old painting world in the depths. I like what they do with generally just letting us explore around here. The trees by themselves are also very interesting. We haven't got any of the good drops, but there is cool lore with them. It's cool having Sullivan come in here. Honestly, I think the coolest thing though is probably the chapel with the statue of Velka and how we use the crank in the crypt to turn it to face over, to face behind her. It opens the doors, and then it leads to a very special figure at the back, who I will be happy to talk about when we get there. So yeah, I think that moment, because it doesn't necessarily hit you all the way until you maybe like beat the boss, or maybe you ignore the boss and look behind him or something like that, but it does have quite a an effect that really makes it kind of all come together on the culture of this place. Oh, okay. I did that too early. There we go. Whoa. Whoa. Ignore me, ladies. Go cry by yourselves. Just in time. As I said earlier, I can see these. I can see the problems. I hate you. I hate trees! I think I've bounced off trees more than walls in this game. Die. Oh, that's why. We're gonna deal with you first. Because I know you're gonna come up from behind. I just know it. Wait, did I? Ah, darn it. The plan did not work out. That was completely my fault. I thought there was a wall behind me. There was not. I swear though, this is becoming a formula. All this so I can throw fireballs at a giant wolf while kiting him. Oh. I mean, worst case scenario, I guess I could always ignore the big bad wolf. Like, I guess that's an option. And just, like, run on through. But I'd rather deal with him. For the sake of completion. Oh my god, what are you all doing? I hate you, trees. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Gotta roll toward it, not away from it, apparently. Novel concept. Alright. No more getting myself tilted for no reason. Let's actually do the proper stealth mission. Radio with the wolves here, then the wolves there. Oh, thanks for walking in, buddy. Oh, dang it, that was that was a butt-clenching moment for sure. Oh. Okay, come on. This was supposed to be clean! This is not clean! Come. Go on. Alright, where's the last one? Stay, boy. What? He tricked me! What was that? Frickin' witch wolf. Alright. I think I've done everything I can. this is gonna be a little difficult if you keep moving around like that, buddy. Ooh. Yeah, I just heard that. That was... Woo! I did that again. Second time. Oh. Okay, sure. Yeah, we just need this one. Nothing else. Oh. Alright, no follow-up? There we go. Finally! We got the shard and moving on. Woo! And I still got some stealth to spare. Yee! Where were you this whole time? Woo! Killed your pack leader. Well, not really. Basically had a retreat moment. Now, as we can see, this place is in ruins. We saw the Corvian village earlier. This looks to have been another kind of settlement, though looking at the stone and the watchtower there, it's looking a lot more like this place was more like a lookout point or a fort than a proper town. Here we see another visitor to the painting world. These are the Millwood Knights. They lived out in the forest of Millwood, obviously. They basically built their culture around a holy tree that they worshipped. Until they lost the tree and ended up, much like the Faron followers, wandering. In the end, they decided that they would, they ended up here, and we can see that many of them have settled in the ruins here. Now, because they are all one with nature and all that jazz, we see them use wolves like dogs, where antlers... Oh. I was hoping that you wouldn't get spotted, but okay. And other such natural things, kind of like pyromancers. Though clearly, they try to live a lot more formally. Lots of homeward bones. You can interpret this as them having found their home, or... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're my bigger concern, honestly, than Big Bad over here. Your dog must have just died to a terrible disease. I'm sorry for your loss. Here, we'll join him. Darn. fine. I'll go this way. Dealing with you is a pain. As we can see, they use these kind of like earth-shaking arrows instead of normal stuff. I swear this guy's gonna follow me to Timbuktu. Let's deal with our friends here. Millwood Knight, Weary Warrior. As you can see, they're very, very tired. Oh, come on. Well. I'm just gonna keep going up. You do your thing. Hey, lizard. Ah, that was satisfying. That was satisfying. Oh. No, I think we can do this. Oh, no we cannot. Oh my god. Come on. Oh, but... Ah! You know what I said about the trees? I scratched that. Definitely walls. Ethereal Oak Shield. Again, this is their spirit tree. It's their holy tree. No. Battle Axe, yeah, nothing special here. So, it's hard to say if the Millwood Knights are the ones who caused the destruction here, or if they just sort of settled into the ruins of a place that was already destroyed. Again, no bell toll, and no bell, clearly. So there is reason to be suspicious on whether this was, say, a lookout point with which would help signal for the bell, considering its proximity to the chapel. And if plans changed. Souls of Weary Warriors. This is the Captain's Ashes. Again, getting the idea they were led. The leader took them all here, though, again, many of them seem to have died. We see the others as hollows. Now, I do not want to die at this juncture. So excuse me while I proceed to ignore you. I'm already on thin health. Might have to pop a Divine Blessing. In fact, you know what? I'll do it. We'll get more of these. Again, we can see more of the rot. This time it's being associated with holy, so something blessed. Now, we will later learn that Father Ariandel used his blood to restore the painting. So, given that, again, it is a man of God, a holy man, Holy Father, it makes sense to therefore associate this blood with holiness, as well as poison. And we will continue to see this gem association in the future. Now there's another wolf area here. We'll deal with that shortly. Probably after I've cleared this part. Okay, yeah, so two-handing's good for this. feeling I'm forgetting an item, but I don't see it. Oh, that's why. As we can see, big earthy hammer, big earthy dude. Let us deal with the people I'll be kiting through. Yeah. Keep giving me souls, yo. I did not want to take that damage. I should not have been greedy, but I keep on being greedy. Help. I am like the true Lord of Hollows. I hope bow and arrow guys don't get me here. What did I just say? Can I please not be right for like 5 minutes? I could probably quickly grab that item and run. The problem is the wolves. Yep. That's what I was afraid of. The pickup animation screwed me. Ugh. Alright, now though we can just run through it. Pick up my souls, pick up my, pick up that other item, ignore everything else, and circle back down here. Now, if you're wondering how I plan to beat the wolf as a boss, I don't know. I think we can do it with pyromancy if we just use vestiges, but I might be wrong there. That may be wishful thinking on my part. Because Gravetender's gonna be a pushover. I am not concerned about him. It's his wolf buddy that is the real boss. Alright, we'll go through this way. Nothing in terms of item. Oh, sorry. Not taking any chances with this. Heavy gems, because they live among rocks and stuff like that. Oh. Oh. You boys just popped in suddenly. I don't mind, though. Escaped. Could have swore there was an item. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. I think that's enough to deserve a level up. We'll deal with Wolfie Boy before we do the boss, but we'll wait until we actually reach that point. Let's go back home. Firelink. Let's see. How many souls do I got? Honestly, not as many as I thought. Yeah, that's enough.
Well, then take.
We're going for. We gotta dump it into intel. Gotta dump it all into int. What else do we? Anything else we can get? No, because we definitely didn't get any. Yeah, we need 4 more of these, and that ain't happening until we beat Dancer. Arendelle Chapel. The road. Time to pull another Karthus. There we go. There we go. We shall now begin heading toward the depths. Hopefully, I will not die. Oh, I should have put my, whatever. I'll make it down. How bad could it be? Especially if we do the stealth. Now this guy, I don't know how he ended up under all these rocks, but c'est la vie. There we go. There's nothing over here, right? Yeah, nothing. This is just to get you stuck on a dead end. Did I miss something up here? Possibly? Guess we could do this a second time around if necessary. Ah, no! I think that crystal lizard just killed itself. Yep. There we go. 3 more to go. Ember. There we go. Yeah, honestly, not that bad. I don't think I need pyromancy to descend to the depths. It's just gonna need it at the very bottom. Oh. Just about cover it. Oh, I didn't get the guy up there. That's why I'm like, wait a second. There's a problem. All right, we're gonna ignore you. We legit don't care. Now, as we can see, we are at the bottom of the painting, quote-unquote. Though, as we can see, the painting does go even lower than this. But assuming that the bonfire is named for the sake of the area we can explore, not what the area could be. Let's switch out our pyromancy now. It looks like it is a frozen river of some sort. There we go. The implication being that there would be water that would flow through here, and then of course it all freezes over, creates all these ice crystals in the walls, though it's hard to tell how much of these are legit ice and how much these are just rocks that are covered in ice, because these are in fact the same, I think, rock models used elsewhere. And we do see, of course, these rock models do continue above the frozen point. Yeah, I was worried that would happen. Oh, darn. Darn, I cannot poise. I cannot outpoise him. Ah! This is going to be another interesting area to explore. Can I deal with the crab without... There's its brother. Just in case. Oh. I keep forgetting! Crabs are crabs, no matter where you find them, that's for sure. But again, reinforcing the idea this was a frozen river that they would basically have lived in. These crabs, of course, instead of shooting water, shoot cold air. Though there is something special about... Oh, no. Come over here, crabbies. Come on, come over here, crabs. Oh god, we're gonna be here forever. This is why I have the pyromancy. Which one of you is shooting me? I legit can't tell at this point. Up yet there? Okay. I'll say you're worth a second shot. Sorry for burning you, but I don't trust you. Oh my god, you weird tree. There is cut content for a weeping tree, as we can hear here, that she seems to cry looking for her child. Some have tried to insinuate that this child is Sullivan, because I think in the localization the child is referred to as a he at one point, but the Japanese actually refers to the child as a she at the very end, and otherwise uses gender neutral language. So essentially, it's very likely that the idea was like some branch or something for one of these tree women was being lost, and that was why she was going to cry. Now, again, the reason why we try to associate with this one specifically is besides the fact that it seems to be someone who is distraught for some reason, we also know that the tree woman would get mad because she thinks we stole her child or something like that. Again, probably picked up a branch or something. And then she would do this. Unlike the other tree women in this area. Another reason people associate with Sullivan is, of course, finding an item on a corpse related to him, but again, this doesn't really tell us much because we also, of course, find the Sullivan sword among the rot, and he doesn't really have anything to do with that either, so again, it's all relative. Oh my gosh. You know what? Fire's overrated. Just cut the tree down. Now, since we don't want to deal with this lady, oh, there we go. No. Snap freeze. Again, we can see how Sullivan studied the cold, but apparently, the young Sullivan was like, you know what? This world is too small. There is so much out there on the outside world that I do not know about. I want to see it. I want to study it. I want to know everything there is to know about this world. And so, he left, and somehow ended up in Irithyll. Somehow ended up becoming a sewer man, and then somehow ended up becoming Pontiff. Truly, a story from rags to riches for our country bumpkin Sullivan. Okay. I wonder, can we just get one of these, crabs over? There we go. Come on. Oh my gosh. Of course you heard that pyromancy. Of course you did. Are you done? What? What is with that damage? There we go. That was a waste of some good pyromancy. Come on. Oh. I should have healed, Smile. We'll deal with you shortly. Or not. I went a little too early there. Yeah, this is not the stream for Loki to be cruising through the game, that's for sure. Now we're finally on the hard part. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Let's head back up. Oh wait, we're supposed to go this way. Yes, yes, yes. I crazy? I could have swore there was a ladder around here. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. But it may be that I'm just blind and I missed it. So, let's just deal with these annoying banshees. Yeah, I could have swore there was something around here. Maybe it was over there by a crazy lady that I missed. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's in that corner there. There we go. What? You're not dead. No, okay. So this is where the waterfall's supposed to be, but it's frozen over, so we don't get that. There has... Where's the ladder? I could swear there's a giant ladder. Don't need to unlock it or anything, I'm pretty sure. Wait. There is a ladder. How did I miss this? I am blind! I clearly... 5th playthrough, everybody. I'm like, it has to be around here somewhere, and I looked everywhere but where the ladder is. There we can get bigger sense of the waterfall, forming the ice crystals. We'll deal with our crab friends later. The boss is over there. I don't see any items where these roots are, so I think we're good here. Nothing there, nothing there. We shall climb all the way back up. Hey Loki, big fan of your lore analyses. Hey Izalith! I didn't think I would have the witch coming in, but it's cool. It's nice that I can talk, I can inform you about your own lore. Titanite slab. I wish there was more lore in this stream, but it's been quite a harrowing adventure just trying to get through here at a decent pace. Shriving stones, and associated with husks and insects and things like that. Not too concerned. This will lead to... Oh. Yes. Go fall to your death. Darn. There's no bonfire here, right? Yeah, so we can just homeward bone. Yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. I wanted to go for an earlier stream. It's been a bit quiet as a result. Partially because of gameplay, and partially because there just isn't too much to talk about in the opening areas of Ariandel. It's the later stuff. So I think next time we're gonna do We're gonna try to do probably the village, because we're gonna need we need more souls to get us up to a decent level to deal with some of the enemies there. If I keep stuffing into intelligence, I should have pyromancy be able to carry me pretty decently. One problem though is that I maybe need to start looking into more attunement though, because I do want to have more slots for different spells, so we're not constantly swapping, and then I'm not constantly yeah, only three instances and then I'm done. Yeah, pretty flaccid. So alrighty, I think that's gonna be all for now. Thanks guys for tuning in. It was cool seeing some new faces here. Hopefully that I can have a more interesting stream for this early compared to my other ones. We'll try this again some other time, though I think tomorrow's stream is going to be probably a lot later again. We'll see. Depends on how my schedule works. Anyway, see you guys. Bye for now.